Welcome back to our course in poetry. In this episode, we will be dealing with Emily Dickinson, who is known as the most paradoxical poet to ever exist. This is because her poetry, much like her lifetime, is very paradoxical. You can see her religious ties waning across her lifetime, as well as her views on things like optimism versus pessimism, life or death, the importance of things, her own value. You can see these things changing throughout her lifetime, and you can never exactly pinpoint what she believed in and what she thought. This can also be seen in her poetry. She was a recluse with only a handful of friends, and she never married. She was always seen in her iconic white dress, and she was seen as very eccentric. Towards the end of her lifetime, she never even left her room, not even for her father's funeral, which was held downstairs. Her writing style was unique. She would use half rhymes and pauses to cause tension, which would only then be relieved by a full rhyme, which would be the resolution to the great paradox of the poem. While only a handful of the things that she wrote were ever published, maybe about a dozen, upon her death, her sister Lavinia came into her room and noticed over almost 2,000 other poems, which were subsequently published. The Emily Dickinson poem I will be reading is called The Heart Asks Pleasure First. The heart asks pleasure first, and then excuse from pain. And then those little anodynes that deaden suffering. And then to go to sleep. And then, if it should be, the will of its inquisitor, the liberty. The poem here is very short and yet very resonant. It's very important. And one of the most important questions of it, which is to say its great paradox, is the fact that it uses and then. And then denotes a series of events, a sequence of sorts. However, there's always the question of whether that and then is there as sequential or there as preferential, which is to say, does the heart want pleasure most or does it want pleasure first? This asks us always whether we are born happy and we are losing that happiness as we grow older, or whether we are born unhappy and striving for it in our entire lives. Now, the heart here is personified, yet it is always in a position where it has to ask, it cannot demand. Here it asks for pleasure, and when it is denied, it asks for some painkillers, it asks for sleep, and eventually death. Emily Dickinson had a very strange relationship with death. Sometimes she saw him as a lover, as a friend, as an ally, as an enemy, as a hunter, but here death is a stern inquisitor, which grants the merciful gift of freedom at the time when things are hardest. This great question of whether we are born happy or not is the core of this particular poem.